Hi guys, HT Movies here. Today I will show you Korean horror crime movie from 2010, titled I Saw the Devil. Spoilers ahead, watch out, and take care. At the beginning of the movie, we saw a car in a very quiet road, and then the car stopped beside the road because one of the tires was punctured. There was a girl in the car and she was talking to her fiancé on the phone. Her fiancé's name was Kim Soo. While she was talking to her fiancé, a school van came there. A guy came out from the van and asked her what's wrong. The girl told him her car tire was punctured, but I have already called the tow truck and they will be here in no time. But the guy said, it's snowing heavily, and that's why they will need some time to come here, so let me check it. On the other side, Kim Soo said you told him you've already called the tow truck, but still the guy wants to help you. I think there's something wrong. She talked to him for a while and then cut the call, and then we saw the man told her your tire is totally destroyed. The girl told him from inside the car, thank you so much for your help. But the tow truck will be here in no time, and the guy was looking at her so creepily, and then he went to his van, but he didn't start his van for a very long. And he stayed in his van for quite a while. The girl inside the car realized that something was wrong, doubted him. But before she could start her car, the man came to her car once again and broke the glass and got inside her car. He also injured her and then he took her with him. When the girl woke up, she discovered herself in another place. The man took her as a hostage. She realized he was about to kill her. She told him, I'm pregnant and I have a baby inside my belly, but still he didn't show any mercy to her and killed her so brutally. Some days later, the police found pieces of her dead body. Actually, her father was a detective for the past 30 years and he became very sad about it. Even though he was working as a detective for 30 years, he still could not save his daughter's life. Then he said to Kim Soo, forgive me, I could not save her. Kim Soo was her fiancé and loved her very much. Kim Soo was very depressed and broken after his wife died. He had tears in his eyes, but he didn't let anyone notice his tears. He was very calm, and it was like the calm before the storm. He takes 2 weeks of vacation from his job. Actually, Kim Soo was an agent of the National Intelligence Agency, and one of his colleagues came to meet him. Then he gave him a capsule and told him whoever has this capsule with them, you can see their exact location on your phone, and you can also hear everything around them. But if someone gets to know about it, then both of us will be in huge trouble. Kim Soo said, don't worry, nothing's going to happen, and then Kim Soo left. Kim Soo went to his father-in-law to talk about his murdered fiancée Ju Yoon. Then her father, who was a detective, told him that we've already arrested 4 people for this kind of case. Then, he gave him their photos and details. Kim Soo left with the details and photos, then he tortured 2 of them so brutally. But then he realized that none of them were the killer. Then he went to the 3rd suspect's house, but he had already left his house and his kids. His parents don't know where he is. When Kim Soo was leaving the house, he saw the son of that 3rd suspect, and his son was suspicious as well. Then he asked him, do you know where your father is right now? He told him his location. Kim Soo went to that place where the suspect lives. When he was searching his whole room, he found a lot of girls' stuff in his drawers. Then he searched the whole house. He found the ring in the drain. This was the ring which Kim Soo gave to his fiancée. Kim Soo got so emotional to see this ring and realized it was the house of the murderer who killed his fiancée. On the other side, Jang Kyung-chul, the psycho killer who killed his fiancée, he was going somewhere with some girl students in his bus. In that bus, there was a girl and he was creepily looking at her. He has already killed another girl. And tonight, that one girl was missing from the school bus. And Jang Kyung, the psycho killer, had kidnapped this girl. He took her to his house. While Young was sexually assaulting her, someone called his name from the bag and he stopped. Then he went outside and turned the lights on. Then he saw that Kim Soo was standing in front of him. He asked him, are you alone? Kim Soo didn't answer him. Kyung told him, maybe you are a police officer. I'm surprised that the police found me so early, but you don't have any idea about who I am. And then, he started running toward Kim Soo with a knife in his hand. But before he could attack him, he got saved from his knife and then beat him so badly. Even though Young attacked him too many times, Kim was so trained. He beat him so badly and then wrapped his face with plastic. As a result, he started choking, but Kim Soo didn't let him go. But when Kyung was about to die, he let him go. Then, Kim Soo found a big rock in front of him, and he was about to kill him with that rock, but he didn't. He put that capsule in Kyung's mouth so that he can track and listen to everything of Kyung, but Kyung didn't notice it because he was unconscious. And just like that, Kim Soo saved a girl's life. When Kyung woke up, he found an envelope in his hand. Inside that envelope, there was a lot of money. He laughed at the money and said this police officer was a psycho, and then he left. While walking on the road, he found a taxi and asked for a lift. There were 2 other men inside the taxi. On the other side, Kim Soo was watching his location because he can see every action of Kyung in his phone. What he is doing, what he's talking about, Kim Soo can track all of this, and Kim Soo also started to follow him. The other 2 men who were in the taxi, Kyung killed them and then he opened the trunk. Then he saw that there was already a dead body inside the trunk, which means these 2 were also criminals like him. They were driving through the highway to throw someone's dead body after killing him. Kyung left these 3 bodies on the road and left with the car. Kyung was injured, so he went to a doctor. Then he saw a nurse there and he was on to her. When the nurse went into an isolated room, Young was already there. Then he closed the door from inside and the nurse got so scared. He told her, "Last night I was about to have fun with a girl, but a guy came there and destroyed all of my plans and now I don't want to lose my chance to have fun with you." The nurse requested him to let her go, but Kyung was a psycho, so he does not care about anything or anyone. He has no mercy, he is an animal in a human body. But before he can sexually abuse her, Kim Soo came there and then Kim Soo hit his head from the back with a cylinder. And then he beat Kyung so badly. When Kyung was like half dead, the nurse was trying to get away from him. But Kim Soo told her to stay, she needs to treat him and bandaged his wounds. Then he said to Kyung, "This is just the beginning, it won't stop soon and this will cost you so much." Kim Soo cuts one of his legs so badly that his soul also got scared of it. He was screaming so loudly in pain. A few hours later, Kyung was getting out of his car by dragging his body. His leg was injured so badly and his hand was also broken. He cannot walk properly and he doesn't know why Kim Soo is doing this to him, and he was so confused about how he always gets his exact location. He thinks he has some transmitter device in his body. He checked his shoe and his whole car but he found nothing. And then, he starts driving on the highway. Now, he wants to change his car because he thinks there's something in the car that was giving Kim Soo his exact location. He stopped another car, but it was the army's car. So he didn't do anything. On the other hand, Kim Soo gets a call from his father-in-law. He told him, "Now you should stop following Kyung, you have punished him enough, now the police will punish him." Even though he was warned, Kim Soo doesn't want to stop. He wants to hurt him so badly like he hurt his fiancée and others. Meanwhile, Kyung was in a room with 2 of his friends. One of them was a girl and the other was a boy, and they were also psycho like Kyung. Kyung told them his story, how a man was torturing him and leaving him as well. Kyung's friend said, "He's hunting you, he must be one of someone's family members whom you killed," and then Kyung goes to a room and starts thinking about who this man is. Then he remembered that Kim Soo had a ring on his finger. He also remembered whose ring it was. Now Kyung understood why he was being tortured so much. On the other side, we saw that Kyung's friend tied the owner of that house they were staying. He took that girl to the kitchen and before he could kill her, Kim Soo comes there. Kyung's friend got so worried and asked him, "How did you come inside without making any noise?" And then Kim Soo beat the shit out of him and then Kyung also came there. All of them started fighting, but Kim Soo beat them so brutal that they were almost dead and they were so injured that they can never kill anyone in the future. And then he again beat the shit out of Kyung and Kyung was screaming loudly in pain. The following morning, the police came into the house and arrested all of them. All of them were injured so badly, that's why they took them to the hospital. Kim Soo was also injured a bit, then his friend came there to beat him. He asked him, "Why don't you just hand over this man to the police?" Kim Soo said, "Not now, I will not leave him until I get my revenge on him for his crime." Then his friend told him the capsule will keep working until he gets constipated. Kim Soo told him to stay quiet because Kyung was beside him. Kim Soo went to him and pulled the cover from his face. Kyung was totally unconscious, but actually, Kyung was not unconscious at all. He was just acting like he was unconscious and he heard everything. He realized that he had a transmitter in his body and that's how Kim Soo was getting his exact location every time. And then, Kim Soo left Kyung in a very quiet place so that he would try to commit another crime and he can teach him a lesson once again. But now, Kyung knows everything. He knows who Kim Soo was, he knows why he was taking revenge on him, and he also knows that he has a transmitter in his body and he can still listen to him. Then said to him, "I know you can hear me, I've never played any game like this in my whole life. Now it will be more fun. I know you're taking revenge on me because of that girl and I know the location of her house too. Now you will regret your whole life because you didn't kill me when you had the chance. I forget to tell you one thing, when I was killing your fiancée she told me she was pregnant, maybe you didn't notice." Kim Soo actually didn't know about it. Kyung told him, "She begged me to spare her life, but I didn't spare her. You should have been with her to save her. And then Kyung went to a chemist and bought some medicine for loose motion, then he took out the capsule from his body. He put that capsule in someone else's body. Before Kim Soo went there, Kyung had run away from there. Now Kim Soo does not know anything about where he is and what he's doing. Then Kim Soo went to his psycho friend and asked him where Kyung was. He told him, you don't understand who Kyung really is, he will give you back the pain you gave him, which means now he will kill the whole family of your fiancé. Once he kills them all, then you will have no regret if you catch him. Kim Soo left the hospital and then Kim Soo's colleague received a call from Kyung. He told him that Kyung called him on the wireless and told him he had some unfinished business. After he finishes it, he will surrender to the police. Kim Soo asked for Kyung's location, but when he told them his location, Kim Soo got so worried because it was the location where his fiancé's family lives. And now, Kim Soo knows that Kyung wants to kill his fiancé's family, and Kyung's friend who was also a psycho like him told Kim Soo that Kyung gets much happier when he hurts someone so badly. Which means if Kyung can find her family that he will kill them very slowly and painfully. And that's why Kim Soo wants to get there before Kyung, but Kim Soo couldn't get there before Kyung. Then went to his fiancé's house and injured his fiancé's father so badly. He also killed fiancé's sister then left. Kim Soo came there and saw all of this. Kim Soo gets so sad he realized his mistake. If he had killed him earlier then he would not have to see this. On the other hand, Kyung wants to surrender himself to the police. So he called the police and said that I want to surrender and then gave them location. Kyung wants to surrender to the police so that Kim Soo not have revenge on him. So he will keep regretting it his whole life. And in this game, Kyung will be the actual winner. Then Kyung went to the police where the police were waiting for him. Before the police could get him, suddenly Kim Soo came there and took him in his car and left. Then Kim Soo took him to that house where he killed his fiancée. He tied him to the exact same place where he killed all the girls. Kim Soo tortured him so badly. Kyung asked him to kill him. He said, "Why are you not killing me?" Kim Soo said, "I don't want to end this game so easily. If I wanted to kill you, that I could have killed you earlier. I will kill you when you feel the most pain of your life, when you will have fear in your eyes. That will be my revenge." Kyung says, "Leave me, please don't kill me. You have already punished me so much." But then Kim Soo told him, "You must have heard this line so many times from others. And now, feel this pain." Kim Soo asked him, "Are you afraid?" But then Kyung started laughing and said, "I don't have any fear or feeling it inside me. You know this, you've lost everything." Kim Soo said, "I want you to feel pain even after you die." And then Kim Soo closed the door and put a rope in his mouth. Actually, where he was tied he had a blade above him, and if someone hold the rope from his mouth, then the blade would fall on his neck and cut it off. And the other end of this rope was tied to the door, which means if someone opens the door, the blade will fall on his neck and cut it off. Kim Soo set everything up and left. When he got outside, he saw a taxi behind him. Kyung's parents and his son were in that taxi. Kyung was saying, "I will stay alive and you cannot kill me, I'm not scared of anyone." Actually, Kim Soo placed that capsule in his body and that's how he could hear everything that the aunt says. And then Kyung saw that his family was standing outside. They saw him and they wanted to go inside to save him. He wanted to tell them not to come inside, but if he lets go of the rope from his mouth, then the blade above his neck will fall on his neck. Kyung's family wants to save him, but they didn't know that if they opened the door the rope would get pulled and the blade would fall on his neck. This was the moment where Kyung had the fear of death in his eye. He has caused this pain and fear to so many people, and now he is in that situation. He wants to shout so loudly and say, "Don't open the door," but he cannot talk. When his parents were opening the door from the outside, then slowly the rope started to loosen from his mouth, and when they opened the door the blade fell on his neck and that's how Kyung died. Kim Soo was listening to all of his pain and fear with his headphones. As he died, Kim Soo also started crying. He had his revenge on Kyung, but he has lost everything. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, so you can watch more video like this. Thanks for watching this video until the end, and see you in the next video.